In this quick video, I wanted to talk about Semano's primary capabilities, our process controls, and our quality system, just to give you guys a brief overview of kind of who we are and what we're all about. So our primary focus is on anodizing, and to support that, we offer masking. So in case not the entire part is needing to be anodized, we have one of the best masking teams around that can do all sorts of complex geometries. Going along with that, we have selective nickel plating. We don't have electroless nickel plating, just exclusively selective. And supporting that, we also have a great team of maskers that are just dedicated to nickel. We offer dye, specifically black dye and gold dye, chemical cleaning, and hardware installation, which is our newest offering. So starting with anodize, we offer sulfuric and oxalic, and those are type 2 and type 3 hard coat for the sulfuric. So type 2 being the more common one, which is usually bigger pores, it accepts dye better. And type 3, it's a much harder, as the name would suggest, harder anodize. Typically better corrosion resistance and wear resistance for outdoor applications. And the anodized thickness can be from anywhere from 0.01 to 3 mils. And again, we have two options for dyeing. We have black dye and gold dye. And then for the seal, we have hot DI seal or nickel acetate. Of course, the nickel acetate is primarily for the dyeing, and the hot DI seal for your more traditional non-dyed parts. And we can anodize to mil spec and a very large variety of semiconductor specs, as well as any customer specific specs we can usually manage as well. Selective nickel plating. So primary spec for this is going to be the mil C 865D, and the thicknesses have quite a wide range here as well in terms of what we can do. And like I said, we have a nickel specific masking team to support this. And the nickel can also be combined with the anodize on the same part, just like you can see here to the right. And like I said, our masking team is capable of doing some of the most complicated geometries around, and we're often sought after for specifically masking purposes when a part is too challenging for a traditional anodizer to handle. So chemical cleaning, our clean room is certified to class 1000, and it's again certified for a variety of semiconductor specs, just like our other services. We have a class 100 packaging bench and a high purity and ultrasonic rinse tank. So if the requirement is just for an all-water all-water cleaning, we can definitely arrange that. And we also have a variety of chemical tanks in there as well that we can use for more intensive cleaning. Hardware installation, our newest offering. The idea here was to reduce shipping and logistic costs. So instead of having to take the hardware out, ship it to us anodize it or chemical clean it, and then send it all the way back for that hardware installation, and then coming back and forth, we decided it made more sense to offer this to our customers, and they've been really enjoying it. We've been doing mostly helical installations for this, and again, it's all about supporting our customers in lowering their costs. So our work order process is pretty robust, and it starts with the engineering department marking up the first article upon receiving the part. And once that work order is generated, it follows the part throughout the whole process. You can see a little diagram there to the right, covering basically the whole thing in terms of even the most complicated part, which goes through basically all of our services. And once these parts are completed successfully, we lock in that first article, and then that work order is going to be used again and again and again, ensuring process stability and copy exact. So our breath controls are very robust. Tanks are monitored for metal contamination, aluminum content, pH, temperature, and concentration. And all these numbers are then logged using SPC controls, and we ensure that they remain within the control limits and obviously the spec limits. And our anodized controls, likewise, are robust in that they are all automated after the first article, and we have a very good recording system, so we know exactly what happened during the entire run. So this ensures reproducibility and troubleshooting specifically for us, and that way we can always deliver the same part again and again to support copy exact. So our new anodized line, as you can see here, it's quite an upgrade from our traditional line in that we can offer to do much larger parts. I believe we can do up to 6 feet by probably 4 feet, around there, maybe even 5. And the over $3 million was invested to create this new anodized line, and we had it approved by the city, and we did all of our internal testing, and we confirmed that everything matches up just as it was designed to do, and interchangeable with our old anodized line. Some cool stuff on this one. It features an ultra clean anodize, a larger tank, anode bar configured to accommodate very large parts, a 1,000-pound hoist, and a custom water treatment and DI water recycle system. And again, this one underwent 8 months of extensive testing and qualification. Now looking at our OTD, we've really worked hard to improve this, and you can see some of the results of that. This was just from August, and now we're in March of 2020 now, and it's only improved from here. I think we've gone up to around 99%. And lastly, for our anodized properties, it's worth noting that our anodized properties are very, very good. As you can see, the typical requirements for these, like voltage breakdown or CO values or bubble test, are there on the left, and then on the right you can see our typical coupon properties, which just shows our robust process capabilities exceeding those spec requirements quite by a lot. So you can rest assured that we'll always be hitting those requirements. So just as a quick summary, multiple processes at one facility improves quality and accountability while lowering costs and reducing lead times. So for us, there's no finger pointing, because we'll be the ones that are anodizing, chem cleaning, nickel plating. There's no question about if there's anything wrong, it's us. So our robust first article and new product introduction systems ensure a seamless transition of parts from other anodized suppliers, as well as RTM and R&D projects. And we anodize over 200,000 parts a year while maintaining on-time delivery of 98%. And copy exact and those automated process control systems ensure a high quality and repeatable process of parts. So same part every time. And if something happens to go wrong, we have failure analysis by 5 Ys and 8 D. So production's goal is to ship parts on time and in accordance with the print. So now a quick transition over to the quality management system, just to give you a quick overview of how we control all of our part quality and our compliance here. So as it says here, we are ISO 9002 compliant. And so starting off with our quality inspectors training and certification. So each quality inspector is certified to levels 1, 2, or 3. And as you can see, there's a variety of requirements for each level. And that's how we judge those levels. And then in order to be certified, they go through a pretty rigorous program here. It starts with this in-process and final inspection exam, which all inspectors are required to get 100% on. Next, we have this here, which we actually record their performance using a variety of metrics. And then we, certify or recertify them based on their quality performance on these part numbers. And then once that's all complete, they're issued a certification of completion and certify them to a specific level. So first, quality starts at incoming inspection. and we record any discrepancies or issues with our QMS software. And as you can see here, if there's any like machine lines or issues, we're going to take a picture of them. We're going to send them to the customer and ask for disposition on them if they want us to send them back or they want us to process them. And then we track these metrics over time. And then for our biggest customers, we will typically send them a report every month, which helps them to drive continuous improvement on their end. You can see some of the common issues that we're seeing here, like soil, dings, machine line scratches, kind of that kind of stuff. And then again, that just helps the customers know where to focus their attention. Next, so the parts go through in-process and then, of course, final inspection before we ship it. And, of course, 100% visual inspection for all parts, and we check 100% of the anodized and nickel thickness to make sure that we are within those requirements. And if any issue comes up, we document it. So next we'll cover our DMR reporting system. And this is for any of those defects that do arise. We record the discrepancy, identify the root cause, and then the corrective action of what we're going to do to fix it. And if in most cases, if there is an issue that comes up, we can fix it in-house before shipping it out. If it's something that we can't, we're going to ship it as is with a DMR here. Now, in case of a more serious issue, we have the CAR reporting system, CAR. These corrective action requests, they can either be customer initiated or internally initiated, or as a result of an audit. Just lists the problem, and then we have to identify how we're going to be containing the issue, then focus on the root cause analysis, and then the corrective action we're going to be taking, and then verification of follow-up that the problem has been addressed. And that's reviewed, of course, by our quality manager. Lastly, we have our monthly management review that we review all this stuff, talking about different audits that we've done for the quality audits we've done for the previous month, any PRR, copy exact trainings that have been done, quality issues that we're seeing, defect rates, that all gets reviewed during our monthly management review. And of course, the key is to continually drive improvement company-wide. Next, let's look a little bit at our outgoing quality level. So as you can see here, that was our 2017 target, 800 DPPM. And then we lowered that down the next year. That was our 2018 target. And now we're all the way down here for 19. And then 20, and now we're down to 500. So we're always driving this, driving ourselves to continuously improve quality. And I think this data is from December 18th, so yeah, it just continues to improve, and every year we strive to drop it by 100. Oh yeah, you can see our improvement here. So we also get asked a lot how we measure anodized thickness and how we correlate our equipment. So we use Fisher scopes to measure it, which is eddy current based. So we use these to check against known SPC anodized standards. And then you can see the SPC charts here. Make sure that everything's within those control limits. And that's for everyone. We correlate to that. Here you can see our quality planning for the entire year. This just helps us drive that quality improvement. And then our internal audit system to make sure that we are complying with all of our requirements that we have set, and to our process controls. And copy exact training, which is really big for us. We always make sure that 100% of our employees are trained to copy exact, and that they are required to pass a written test. All right, so that concludes the quality system presentation there. So just a quick summary of that. Our quality inspectors are annually certified. Our incoming defect rate is around 2%, so that's what we're getting. But our outgoing, what we're shipping out, is around 0.06% defect rate. We have continuous quality improvement through our DMR and CAR closed loop RCCA system. We have a monthly management review to go over all this stuff and drive improvement. And our annual equipment evaluation, so it's a correlation and gauge R&R studies. Quality planning and internal audit schedule that we just saw, and then our annual copy exact training also ensures compliance. The ultimate goal for quality is, of course, to ship quality parts to customers. So hopefully you enjoyed or gave you a better look into what Semano is all about. If you want to send any RFQs or quotes, you can use the website here. Just head over to that request quote contact slide, or you can send it directly to flargusa@semanoinc.com or to me at dkearns@semanoinc.com. Thank you for watching.